Hello, hello there. My name is Davison. YouTube's going to mess up the beginning of my stream, so just hang on for a second. I will be talking about Graveyard Girl, aka Bunny Myers, in a second. Just give me a minute. It's going to mess up right here, and then it's going to come back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, hello. So my name is Davison. This is my vlogging channel. I sometimes give my opinions about various trending topics here. I'm not feeling so hot tonight. My hair's wet. No, it's not greasy. I've got a bit of a cold. But I wanted to talk about this controversy because it's kind of boiled over now. But I saw so many videos on the topic that I'm like, hey, I want to touch on this. Now, Bunny, aka Graveyard Girl, is a YouTuber that I've watched on and off for probably the last 4 or 5 years. I don't know how long she's been on YouTube. I think it's been at least 4 years, but I think it's been closer, maybe even just 6 or 7. And she notoriously does makeup tutorials, reviews makeup, and tries out weird made-for-TV objects. Now, her audience is largely younger women, and she's struggled, more or less, I'll get to that in a second, I don't think she's struggled at all, to maintain the level of popularity that she reached in 2015. Now, as we know, on YouTube, algorithms change constantly. Your audience grows up. What may have been cool and innovative in 2015 is not necessarily cool and innovative in 2018. So Bunny's numbers just aren't as high. So she became accustomed to, releasing a video, bam, it'd be like, a Logan Paul 2017 banger to the tune of 5 million views. And Bunny didn't really need to work very hard to get that. She just was one of the first beauty gurus with a big personality, and a personality that seemed kind of humble, different, strange, that connected really with young girls who are generally insecure and identify with someone like Bunny. Plus, Bunny always made longer videos, which, as we know, the algorithm loves. So all of that fed into her meteoric rise. Now, she was in a documentary with Shane recently where she talked about the fact that she feels a lot of anxiety and depression and hopelessness and confusion just because she doesn't understand why her audience isn't the same that it used to be, why her success isn't the same, and why her happiness isn't great. Well, I think it's because Bunny doesn't appreciate what she has, and it's evidenced in the controversy that just happened, which is that Bunny is known at the beginning of her videos for having a sippy cup. Oh, look, I've got a sippy cup right here from earlier today. We're going to stick it in my coffee because that's empty. And she generally would open her videos with a and it would always be Starbucks. So what we didn't know behind the scenes is that one of Bunny's routines, because she said herself that she has social anxiety and she's a bit of a recluse, she would go to the same Starbucks and she'd buy one sweet tea in the morning and go back 4 times during the day to the same drive-thru, and they'd give her free tea. Well, apparently sometime this year they cut her off and said, no more sweet tea for Queen Swamp Monster. You got to pay for that tea. And she was so outraged that she made a really grumpy vlog about it. And in her vlog, she seems incredibly melodramatic and entitled. And I think that's the source of all her current malaise and unhappiness and depression. She doesn't appreciate the millions that she has. She doesn't appreciate her large house. She doesn't appreciate how many views is this girl getting a day. Let me pull this up. On one of her channels, I believe she's getting 200,000 views a day. Grave, it's like with a 3-yard girl. I'm pulling up Social Blade. And this can be inaccurate sometimes if people delete videos. But yeah, homegirl's getting 200,000 views a day, 9 million views a month. She's fully monetized, super long videos. She's making no less than $20,000 US a month. And bitch, you gonna get mad about some sweet tea? You gonna get mad that you failing on YouTube? Are you fucking kidding me, Bunny? Cry me a fucking river. I feel like anybody who's never struggled, if they're actually, life is actually setting them up for more disappointment, because then they don't have perspective on what it's like to do with that. When I go to Starbucks, I pay for every fucking drink that I buy, okay? And some days I only get 3,000 views on YouTube on this channel. Am I crying in a corner? Am I going, why am I not getting my freebies? Why doesn't everyone love me? Why are girls who are like 9 years old falling on my feet? Why am I not going viral? No. I'm sick today. I don't feel well. I slapped some makeup on my face. I went live to talk about this because I put in the work and I'm appreciative. I appreciate every fucking person that is here right now. Red Camaro, Afrain, Eileen, and Blind Fox versus Bunny. Bunny, use a fucking view, bitch. You just think that you are entitled to views. You are entitled to success. And you are entitled to Starbucks tea. Get over yourself, girl. You are a fucking woman. You are a grown-ass woman. You are 34 years old. You need to grow the fuck up if you think the biggest problem in your life is being denied sweet tea that was given to you freely for years. I get that you feel rejected. See, I think at the heart of this is that Bunny feels like she was socially rejected, which is humiliating. Imagine you're given free nachos for years. You show up one day and they're like, yeah, can't really do that for you anymore. And then you wonder why. Like, am I to blame? Am I not good enough for the nachos? And then maybe it plays on her own feelings of worthlessness, her distorted feelings of worthlessness, of like, maybe they're not giving me the tea because I'm not popular anymore. But Bunny girl, you making $20,000 a month. You should be happy to support businesses and contribute back to the economy. And don't personalize this decision. It was probably outside of the hands of the person that had to refuse you, or they had to draw the line somewhere. Maybe there were too many people getting fucking sweet tea. Maybe they're not doing sales that are that great at that Starbucks location. I get that you made a video actually that is highly entertaining and controversial. And actually, ironically, you're going to get more views and more subs out of this fucking controversy. You always think that people are going to be penalized for the shitty fucking behavior on YouTube. But really, what always ends up happening is their popularity explodes, which means that I should be shittier and more ungrateful and more of an obnoxious asshole. I've said this before on my channel, and then maybe I would do better. But Bunny, if you want to listen to like some real talk, girl, you're fucking weird, okay? Which is fine. We're all fucking weird. But you need to accept that you're weird, accept that you're different. And if your weirdness is not appealing to everyone anymore, then change what you're doing. Gratitude cures almost all depression in my mind. That's not, caused by chemical imbalance. Humility, gratitude, keeping it in perspective. Some people can't even afford one Starbucks a week, Bunny. The fuck you doing? The fuck you doing? I feel no pain for you, but it's because you had so much success so easily that you don't appreciate what you have, and you didn't realize that it wouldn't last forever. But nothing in fucking life lasts forever. Your looks don't last forever. Your health doesn't last forever. Your family doesn't last forever. And your fucking Starbucks does not last forever, for fuck's sakes. Okay, so I'm going to the comments. I'm going to keep this only about 10 minutes, the 10-minute rant towards Bunny. You can do better than this, Bunny. You are intelligent. You are capable. I don't want to fuel your massive fucking ego anymore. Despite the fact that you say you feel worthless, it also seems like you do have a bit of a massive fucking ego and you're incredibly entitled. You should volunteer and give out free Starbucks to people who can't even afford a cup is what I think you should do. And I think you should realize how successful you still are and work harder or work differently if you want your channel to grow again. Because it's going to be worse in 10 years. The way that it's going for you, trust me, you're not going to be as popular when you're 40. So might as well mentally prepare yourself now and not make your happiness contingent on your numerical success on a fucking platform known as YouTube, which might not even be around in 10 years. For Christ's sake. Okay, so Chris Arliss says, oh, hey, my yoga pants arrived. By the way, see, I'm grateful towards my fans. Although Bunny is doing a back-to-school giveaway at $4,000. That's probably a write-off for her. The yoga pants I sent to Chris Arlett are not a write-off. I was grateful that he donated a super chat amount to me, and so I mailed him yoga pants. He won those yoga pants fairly. Eileen said, poor Bunny has to be like the rest of us humans and get out of her car and pay the few bits of change for the refill. Yeah, refills are only 55 cents. And a new sweet tea is no more than $4. She's making $20,000 a month. Get off, oh my God. Get off our cases, Bunny. She did delete the video, though, because I think she realized that it was a tempest in a Starbucks cup. Blind Fox says it's probably the manager that noticed. Exactly. It was probably outside of the employee's hands that always gave her the free tea. And she didn't roll up in a fancy car, Eileen. She would roll up in her beater car because she, despite having all these expensive cars apparently at home, she liked to drive her old beater. I don't know. Faux humility. Maybe she hasn't accepted what she has. Maybe she doesn't realize what she has. So she's still living as if she's Bunny that's struggling financially when she has so much money she doesn't know what to do with it. And she buys shitty crap like broken doll heads and like creepy ass fucking figurines. She has a toilet made out of fucking pennies. You have to be rich in an unreasonable way to have a toilet made out of fucking pennies. Okay. So Dissy says people are paying for the name, not the drink, unfortunately. Well, some Starbucks drinks I find are quite tasty in a way that other chains haven't replicated. I mean, you can get a mocha everywhere, but Starbucks has that signature flavor to their mocha. Starbucks has that signature caramel. Starbucks is a solid franchise, I think. Are they overpriced? Yes. But I mean, whenever I go on business trips, they're really useful because I can get my breakfast there, I can get my lunch there, and I can get my coffee, and it's it's a little overpriced, but it's less expensive than going to like a hotel restaurant. So, no. Daniel, rest assured, Bunny is a multi-millionaire, probably over 10 million because she also has a line of hair straighteners. She gets sponsored all the time. She sold her own makeup line. No, the woman, there's no way the woman is at less than 10 million. If I know what I've made, there's no way she's at less than 10 million. There's none. She's just got a distorted perception of her own fame because she's never lost popularity before. And she expected it to always be as easy as it was. Like, I'm not living in 2015 when I got a bunch of viral videos. My last viral video was in late 2016, almost 2017. Since then, I've had a few videos get like 200,000-300,000 views on my main channel, but like nothing like the 10 million views on the Mentos bikini. But I'm not crying about it. I'm just building my business elsewhere and thankful for every day I get to create and be paid for it. I'm thankful you guys even care enough to show up. Like I said, I pay for my coffee, and if I feel like I can't afford it, I fucking make my own. I made my own little sippy drink this morning. I made my own sweet milk tea on ice. It was delicious. But I'm not a depressive person, and I'm not a person that's ungrateful. People can call me arrogant based on the way I speak, and perhaps I have very strong opinions that can come off as arrogant, but it's only because I'm opinionated and I don't mean anything harmful by voicing my opinions or by it the majority of the time. So I don't know. I guess I have the luxury of not having had immediate success and having to have worked for every single fucking win I've gotten. There was not a single win I've gotten that did not require me pushing to get it. I had to send out emails for my Mentos bikini to go viral. I had to cheat the system on Reddit, although I didn't cheat them that much and they hate me now. I had to get a press list. I had to go to conventions. I had to sneak into conventions. Fuck this. I don't even know what it's like to have your channel just fucking explode. Explode. What did I just do? Did I almost hurt myself? Oh, I went so crazy. I knocked a tassel off of my fucking light. This is how crazy you make me. I don't even know what it's like to have it easy, but that's why I'm satisfied with what I have. Because it was never handed to me. And I earned it, and I will keep earning it because I'm used to earning it. So Dissy says, just looked it up, and a site says Bunny's making millions a year, and her channel has gathered 1.5 billion views. Yeah, she can pay $4 for a damn tea. She could pay $4 for a damn tea every hour for the rest of her life. So don't complain when they cut you off just because they hurt your feelings. You could maybe have made a vlog saying they hurt your feelings, Bunny. But then again, if you behaved well, if you were well behaved, I would not be making this video right now. It would not be a controversy, which is the irony. And again, she's only going to stand to benefit from this. Tana acted like an idiot. Tana's more popular. Logan Paul acted like an idiot. Logan Paul's more popular. Bunny acts like an idiot. Bunny's more popular. Just be this tyrannical child on YouTube, and more tyrannical children will follow you, and you'll make more money. So there's no such thing as failure on YouTube is what I'm discovering. But there is such a thing as failure as a human being, I believe. There's emotional failure. And you have yourself to answer for that, Bunny, as a 34-year-old grown-ass woman, okay? So Frank says, people are more appreciative of what they work and fight for than what they're given. Exactly. That's why, playing hard to get. Now the Starbucks is playing hard to get, Bunny. Maybe this could fuel you, Bunny. Start your own fucking Starbucks chain and then try to give people free refills and see how profitable you are. Oh, wait, no, you'll lose money. Big Bub says she's been conditioned to her pampered lifestyle and it's become her new normal. Exactly. Her perspective now reflects that. Yes, I wanted to get to that earlier today. We become desensitized to the great things in our life. I mean, I think I touched on that, saying it always came easy to her, so now she expects it. But yeah, once they've done studies on this, you win $1 million after a year, everything's the same. You don't feel like life is any different, even though you're financially set for however long period of time. Maybe $1 million lasts, say, 20 years. It usually doesn't last a lifetime anymore. Depending on how you live, right? It becomes your baseline. So it's also the reason why people need to gamble more and more money to get the same high, take more and more heroin to get the same high, desensitization. But how you break that is by breaking your routine and hanging out with those who are less fortunate, or maybe doing stuff like fasting. Go on a retreat, go talk to some monks. They do without, and they actually feel more pleasure as a result. So Finsley says, honestly, I used to watch her when I was younger and I absolutely loved her. Couldn't stand the Shane series, and now I can't stand her even more. Okay, so some people are here because you guys have been following the controversy. So YouTube is suggesting this video to the people who have watched the videos. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to vilify her and say she's like a dirtbag, but she's immature and she has a distorted perspective on success. And she needs to develop more humility and gratitude. And perhaps she needs to realize that she needs to work hard to maintain her success. And she may never achieve the same level of success, but that shouldn't matter, because what should matter is that she enjoys creating. The act of creation should be what matters the most. And then the money typically follows if your intentions are sincere. And if they aren't sincere, then you have to make such a great product that people are going to flock to it regardless of whether or not you're feeling it or not. And she's entitled. Yes, it's the entitlement. It's the entitlement. It's the feeling sorry for herself when you see she has so much. It is hard as a regular ass person to feel sorry for someone when you see that they're rich, when you see that they're successful. But I mean, nobody is immune to their emotional struggles. And like I said before, we can feel some sympathy or understanding towards her in so much as that she has a distorted perspective on life because she experienced unusual success and now she needs to readjust. She's sort of a case of arrested development. I think she maybe is stuck in her 20s because she's never had to grow up the way a lot of us in our 30s and 40s have had to, by putting in hard work, not just for 5 years, but realizing that we're going to work for the rest of our lives, at least until retirement, and never be handed a damn thing and need to prove ourselves year after year after year. So now she's faced with the reality that she's going to have to keep proving herself, or just appreciate the present and stop claiming that it's deficient just because it's not identical to 2015, or just because she's not getting free Starbucks. Am I making sense? I don't even know. I've gone on such a rant. I felt so very strongly about this. I actually have a call for one of my patrons at 8 p.m., so I can't go on for too much longer. Thank you for your opinion, by the way, Finsley. Daniel says Starbucks is going to close down for a day to train employees on how to deal with YouTubers. So Eileen says, I made $12 off a painting and I felt like a millionaire. There you go. I'm far from Bunny level. Exactly. But you appreciate what you have, and you've never had outrageous success that would desensitize you to the joy or the privilege of making a sale. So Big Bub says, just like kids today, when they reach the driving age, they expect mom and dad to buy them a Tesla. Eileen says the sad part is she edited that video. She saw it back and was still okay with how she was acting. Well, she's blind to her own shortcomings. I just said this before. It's a case of arrested development. Now maybe that she's listening to this internet backlash, she'll realize that she needs to grow the fuck up, develop some humility and gratitude, and stop behaving in an entitled and self-pitying way, because her life is pretty fucking bomb. Her life is really fucking good. She has everything she could ever want and more. Now it's time to go to your bedroom without any dinner bunny and without any Starbucks and contemplate your attitude. Okay, girl? Okay, guys, I'm going to end this stream right here. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you liked my rant, if you agree with me. And I'm going live with a Patreon supporter. If you want to support me, you can rent my videos on uncensored.com or go to patreon.com/DavisonVideo, provided you are over the age of 18. So Daniel said one more thing. Does her disconnected attitude resonate with some of her audience? Probably, especially if they're children. But I think it's just, people just want something to gossip about. Now she's the gossip topic of the week. And some of her content is still good. So they're going to stan her still, but I can't stan her attitude. Bye, guys.